A teen melee in Hampton is new at 11. The city is trying to stop a growing trend of violence, and an incident with teenagers fighting and firing guns didn't help. More than a dozen police cars responded to the Plaza roller rink on East Pembroke Avenue. And 10 on your side's Jason Marks is following this story for us. What do you have, Jason?
Well, Tom, over the weekend, an event was held for teenagers at the roller rink. I spoke with the promoter of that event, and he says the idea of the teen parties is to have a place where young people can go, a place to get them off the streets. But neighbors say when the parties end, the fears begin.
On the weekends when the roller rink's going on, we don't even want to come outside.
It's a feeling shared by many who live near the Plaza roller rink on Pembroke Avenue in Hampton. They say parties at the skating rink geared towards teenagers have gotten out of hand.
You can almost time exactly when the cops are going to come. It's that predictable.
Ashley Wandry says the predictable happened again Sunday night. About 250 teenagers from the rink filled the nearby parking lots and streets. Police say there were fights and shots were fired.
We heard the gunshots, and I looked up and immediately knew what they were. I looked at her, I was like, we need to move.
Police aren't sure who fired the gun, but they did arrest 18-year-old Andrew Pittman for having one. Pittman was kicked out of the skating rink earlier in the night.
We thought about how can we keep these kids off the street, give them something to do.
Calvin Rideau Jr., promoter of the teenage skating parties, says the events remind teenagers to stop the violence and say no to drugs. He tells us he has security and off-duty officers who work at the rink, wanding, doing pat-downs, and checking bags.
There are bad apples out here, and it's unfortunate that those bad apples spoil it for the rest of us.
But neighbors say the bad apples are coming from inside the rink, and the owner hasn't done enough to stop it. 10 on your side reached out to him, but he's yet to respond.
He tries to tell people that he doesn't feel responsible for them once they leave his parking lot.
No, the owner's not washing his hands. He's very much concerned as well.
If someone would have got shot Sunday night, someone would have died, someone would have got shot, would it have been your fault? Would it have been someone else's fault?
Well, unfortunately, we can't cater to the whole community. We can't keep everybody safe. We wouldn't think it would be our fault.
There's the ambulance, the fire truck.
Neighbors are even getting the chaos on home video, images they say they'd like to forget.
And it's only these days that they have these things that we have any kind of commotion. Any other time it's quiet like this.
And police tell us there was also a robbery Sunday night. A teenager who was in the rink was assaulted and stolen. Now, he was in the rink earlier in the night. This all happened across the street that was off the rink's property. Police tell us they're working with the promoter to find new ways to keep the area safe. In the newsroom, Jason Marks, 10 on your side.